is ripping.
My tummy hurts.
Green good, red bad.
Hey guys, this is Brett with Off the Chart Trading. Market just closed here a little while ago. It's December 15th, FOMC day. Had a really great day, interesting day too. Day traders live for this stuff. Start off by looking at the SPY here. SPY started off today. You know, we've been down a couple days here and had a nice little sell-off Monday and Tuesday. Had a rally back yesterday and kind of consolidated overnight session, and then we opened and just dumped. You know, came down here and dumped and tried to recover here, could not recover, and it was off to the races after FOMC though. We based out here, had almost a double bottom here, and got over volume profile as soon as 2:30 hit. We got over volume profile. This was actually like 2 o'clock is when it really just took off when they announced all their stuff today. First initial pop went 462 on up to 465.50, and we pulled back a little, and then at 2:30, 3 o'clock, it just ripped here. So we closed over this. I had this line in the sand. 450 was my major resistance area, and then my next breakout level, which we did close over. So to me, that's very bullish. We're only a few points away from the all-time highs here on the SPY now. On the SPY, I got a I think it was 473 like 54. We closed almost at 471. So really close to all-time highs on the SPY, only a few dollars away there. And then closed at 397.43 or 39 here, almost at 398, close about 50-60 cents away from 398 on the Qs, and the Qs all-time high was 408, so about $10 away here, maybe 10.50. But you know, we're back into value on the profile. If we can gap up over here tomorrow, I think we can get over 400 pretty easy on the NASDAQ. We'll see what happens. A lot of laggers today, a lot of 52-week lows, a lot of new 52-week lows. Mainly out of the gate, we're trading Moderna. I was talking about Moderna and the levels I gave this morning in the chat room on the levels for Moderna. A nice rip from 273 all the way to 291. Told everybody be long any of the vaccines. NVAX was the lagger today on that. BNTX followed. Where's BNTX? BNTX followed. We were up pretty good on BNTX, 272 on up to 290 as well with BNTX. NVAX did lag a little bit. It got taken off. It took off a little bit, but only 167 on up to 178. About a $10.5, $11 move here, and then it just died almost all the way back to the open. And then it ripped with the other stuff, everything else with the FOMC. XLK was lagging. We had for a little bit, and then it ripped. The SMHs were negative. We were negative on the day. Then we went positive. If you look at this chart, AMD and Nvidia followed, and then it all came tumbling down. It all hit lower lows here, and thank God we got that good rip here with the FOMC. So if you look at this chart here, I'll show you Nvidia. I just saw Nvidia moving after hours here. Nvidia had the same chart. It moved up, it popped out of the gate and then pulled back, and then it came up again, and then it hit lower lows, hit like a double bottom here, and consolidated a little bit till FOMC. But AMD had a really nice move. AMD was, let me find AMD. AMD had a nice rip out of the gate too. Right here we moved up pretty high. AMD was stronger than Nvidia. Had a really nice move here, and then pulled back. It did not go hit lower lows like Nvidia did, and then we just raged from 137 all the way to 147. $10 move for AMD, which is a really nice move. You can see all this buying that came in. End of the day was crazy, right? So overall, good day. Still up on some pennies. Got a couple ticks out of AHFD. Loaded some more CZNI. TGGI, I'm up another 670 bucks on TGGI. That's overall my biggest position. I'm holding up 61,000 here. We got some stuff moving after hours too. PayPal just had a little pop. Apple's had a nice move. Apple's had a nice little bump into the close and still moving after hours here. This morning, really, too, going back thinking this morning was XLV. XLV Healthcare had a really nice move. It didn't look back, you know, it pulled back here around lunchtime. Then with FOMC, it just popped. So, I mean, XLV is a healthcare spider, and this thing, you know, has been grinding higher all day. If you look at some of the other stuff like XRT, retail, you know, dumped out of the gate, hit this low around 1140. I mean, these were weak all day, all this stuff. Financials were pretty weak out of the gate. The really big dump on financials. They recovered. They didn't rage or nothing like that. They're only up 22 cents end of day here. XLB, home materials sector, dumped pretty hard. You know, kind of recovered most of its losses, but we didn't get over yesterday's high or anything like that. We got back into value on profile. So we always watch all the XLs, all the spiders, XLP, XLK, XLI, XLF, Energy, XLB, XLC. So we're always watching that stuff. Consumer staples was green pretty much all day. It did pull back and hit almost a double bottom here and ripped up again, but it had a really nice move out of the gate. So Lowe's was up, O'Reilly, Advanced Auto, all that stuff. And then Energy was one that I was watching. It had a big dump, but you know, right here on this bounce, it bounced pretty hard at like 10:15, 10:20 area. 10:15 a.m., 10:20 a.m. It had a really nice bounce here. It consolidated and then it ripped with the FOMC, but again, this one did not recover. Yes, it closed negative, still negative on the day, but it did have a really nice bounce from the low, 54 on up to 55.50. So, you know, it's good. Everything looks strong. I think with the Qs, I think the Qs can still go tomorrow. Going back looking at the Qs, I think we can have a little gap up. If we can get over this high back here, get over value, get up over this area, 399.80 to 400, I think we can have a really nice day on the Qs. Activision, I know some of you guys have been playing that. Had some 52-week lows last week. Some people were out about a month on the calls, doing pretty good on those. PayPal, same thing, at 52-week lows back here. We bought some on the positive divergence. Some people are swinging that. I am not currently holding it. But overall had some good days. Another big one today was Amazon. Amazon, the range was crazy, right? If you guys are watching Amazon, or these crossovers, if you just watch these crossovers, the way I trade these crossover patterns, 33.20 was the entry. This thing closed at 34.60. So you get a $124 move off these crossover pattern. You know, granted, traders live for days like this. This isn't always going to happen. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, when everything turns and moves up like this, it's great. You can make a lot of money pretty quick, be in and out. You know, intraday, half hour, 15, 20-minute trade, 1 hour trade, be done by the end of the day. And you could swing overnight or scale out and swing overnight. But this thing, the range was 33.03 low to 34.72 high. So we dumped all day, bottomed out here, and again, as soon as this thing started going, it was off to the races. So 33.20 entry on this crossover system I use, all the way to 34.60. 34.72 was the high. Google did the same thing, had about the same pattern there, dumped. You know, it came back up, tested, and dumped again. It almost had about a triple bottom here, and then FOMC, it just raged. But 246 cross here, with a really nice move, 28.49 all the way up to 29.34. So almost a $100 move there. Really nice move off of Google as well. So, but Zscaler was one that was lagging, had a nice move out of the gate, and it started lagging down here around lunchtime. It took off too, had a really nice move, $24 day. Tesla was negative. Tesla was negative too. Had a nice low here, put in a bottom, and couple higher lows, and then off to the races with FOMC. So I can name about 100 more, but they all pretty much had the same pattern. Everything went negative to positive. So Shopify was down. Shop had a nice reversal, really big dump there, and Shop ended up 1,300 all the way to 1,375. So $75 move there. And like I said, I could name a bunch of others that did the same thing. But if you guys want to follow us in the chat room, hit us on offthecharttrading.com or follow us on Facebook at Off the Chart Trading. If you're interested in starting to trading, we can help you get started. And we'll see you tomorrow. Everybody have a great day and a great night. Peace.